What's up guys, MikeI17 here, welcome to another video. So, last time, my introductory video, I walked you through my factory and I showed you what I was doing next. So, as you can see, I've been a little bit busy. I have completed the floor. The floor's all done. So we've got plenty of room now to make pretty much anything we want. Like, that's more than enough. And I have started 2 of my assembly lines. So I will show you these. So to start, these are all hooked up, ready to go. They just have to be just hooked up to the grid. These will be making reinforced iron plates at 100% efficiency. So in other words, 5 per minute. Now, that is quite a low number per minute. However, this is all going to be going into storage. So by the time I actually need them, that's absolutely fine. I won't have to be worrying about it. But everything else has been pushed down. It's running quite well, so 67%. What's this one here? This one was 67%. That equals enough. That one's at 135% to make just enough. Actually, I might just readjust that. Oh no, that should be right once we gain power. And then the smelter to accommodate all 3. So that is working at 200%, which will feed all 3 of these. Okay, and then over here we have the next one running. We've got our smelter. It's running at 136%. Feeding 2 constructors, 1 making rods and 1 making screws. And all that is more than enough to make 6 rotors per minute at 100% efficiency. Again, once we turn it on, it should just work. So the plan is to just bring a whole bunch of iron ore and just drop them into each one that I go along here. So yeah, next one that we're going to start on, let's go and take a look. Okay, here we are. Next one we could start on, let's go something simple. What status need. I don't want to bring in steel just yet to this section. I want to start off with all the iron stuff. So we will do. Let's just get the simple ones out. Iron plates at 100% efficiency. Iron plates at 100% efficiency. Okay. Okay. So now we're here where I want to build it. I want to build the next one just over here. So this one will be very simple. So I just need a constructor. It's going to be running. Thank you for saving. There we go. Okay. Let's put it about here. I'll move it up a little bit. Okay. About there. Yep, that should be more than enough. Constructor, you're going to be making iron plates. Now, iron plates will require 30 ingots per minute. 30 ingots per minute. So we're going to need a smelter for that. You will be outputting 30 per minute. That's more than enough. So 1 to 1, easy, very, very easy. And then we're just going to wall this all off. Okay, so I've gone and added my belts, walled it all off, added my power pole for when it's time to bring it online, and then again they're just all going to go back up there and up in storage up there later. Next thing we want to do is bring rods online. Production. Constructor. Okay, so we'll go a little bit further up from here again. Yes, enough. Alright, so let's just check. So iron rods requires 15 per minute. 15 rods per minute. So we need a smelter. And then we're just going to conveyor it. Okay, that conveyor it in. And since it's going to be outputting 30 per minute, we are going to bring that down to half. 50%. So the end result is all the end pieces, so everything at the end of each manufacturing process will be at 100%. Doesn't matter what everything is before, as long as it provides enough to make the end piece at 100%. I'll just go and wall this off. Okay, so I have walled that off, and we got everything set up. It's ready to go for when we bring the stuff in. I will wall these up a lot further later, so they each have a full-on cap and everything. So basically we won't have to look in. All we will see is when we come walking by, there'll just be a line coming out of here with just everything we possibly need to go to storage, and it'll just go to where it needs to go. Yeah, so next we'll go all back over there and set the next one up. Okay, so craft bench. Let's see what else I want to bring in. Screws. Screws have not been started yet. The good thing is I have a really nice alternate recipe. Some of you would have seen it if you play this game. That bypasses rods and just makes straight up screws. So we'll bring that in next. And then we're going to start making some of the other stuff. Making some iron to make the more simple stuff. Okay, I'll start the next one up. Okay, that is another one done. That is screws all fixed up. 90 per minute coming out. 15 per minute iron ore going in, or iron ingots going in. Brought that down to 50% so when it turns on, it's going to output 15 per minute. That's going to be absolutely fine. And then I've walled it all off. Same thing as before. Okay, so next thing I want to do, let's see what will be the next thing we can start making. Is there anything else in the constructors? We can bring concrete online. So we'll bring concrete online next. There should be just enough here, room here, to do some concrete. Start that up and I'll come back in a minute. Okay, got the next one on. And as you can see, this one is very simple. Limestone comes in, concrete comes out. That's just it. Very, very simple. We'll be getting 45 in, which I will have to adjust when I do the miner and set the miner up. That's going to produce 15 per minute. So I'll adjust that later on down the track once we start bringing actual ores and stuff in here. But yeah, we'll sort that out next. Okay, next, what are we going to bring in next? Yeah, we'll go with some wire. We'll bring wire in. Okay, wire is the next one. Copper wire. Okay, next one's done. So that will produce some wire for me. That's going to produce 45 per minute. More than enough for the standard person. Yeah, so that's 45 per minute. Needing 15 ingots per minute. Same thing, down to 50% from 30, 15. Okay, that is the last one I'm going to put here, obviously. And I'm going to wall this off because if I get too close, ooh, there it goes off again. Oh, and I guess that, okay, that also proves there was a theory I was working on before when I was in the last video that I was immortal, and this pretty much proves that I am. I don't know how it's happening. Oh, there's a house locked down there. I don't know how, but I am, and I rather suspect it was from the when I changed over from experimental branch to standard early access, because it I don't know, it did some weird stuff with my save game, and now I'm immortal. I'm not complaining. again, but yeah. But while I'm at it, because I'm immortal, there we go. Oh, now I have to get out of here. Otherwise it's going to keep beeping at me. Well, that's just great. Okay, so I got back up, and I got the power slug. I'm definitely going to wall this off. Otherwise, all I'm going to get is just beeping, beeping, beeping. It's going to be really annoying. Oh. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Why is it... Oh, it's because that's there. Okay. I'm going to just go and destroy these. Do I have any explosives? I do not. I will be right back. I'm going to go get some explosives and destroy these buggers. Okay. I'll grab me some... At least 50 should be more than enough. And now we'll head back. Okay. Prepare to die, stupid gas thingies. Ah! I'm going to change back to my jetpack. There we go. Okay. Kill as many of these bums as possible. Giant farty farts. Where's another one? There's another one. Ah! Big one. Any more? I think I got you. I'm honestly not sure, but I'm going to get you again anyway. Okay, let's watch the fireworks. Well, that's annoying. I thought we could destroy those. That's really annoying. Are you telling me you can't destroy them? They're freaking explosives. Okay. I'm going to try again with this and see if this does it. You have got to be kidding me. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I guess luckily for me, I'm not going to be coming down here that often. So, oh well. We will just wall it and be done with it. Okay, so now we're going to start the next bit. I think we're going to start making cables. Cables will be the next one. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Constructor, we need cables to make cables, huh? Okay. Middle. Cables. Alright, so you need 30 wire per minute. Alright, so then we need a constructor for the wire. Which then requires 15 copper ingots per minute. So we're going to need a smelter. which is going to have to run at 50% capacity. Okay, now I'll get these all done up. I made a mistake, guys. Okay, I just realized when I was doing up the belts for the other one, for that, that this is going to be producing 90 per minute, which this belt is not good enough for. So we're going to have to select a better belt. 120 resources per minute. Perfect. That's done. Okay. This one is pretty much all good to go. Just need to input the wires in. And she's good to go whenever we turn it on. Okay. Next, we have to decide what's the next thing we're going to be making. So let's take a look at the constructor again. We'll make some quick wire next, I think. Alright. Quick wire time. This is going to be interesting. It means you have to bring Caterium over here as well. There's so much ore we need to bring in here. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. This is just going to be like flowing freeways of loads of ore and stuff like that. But I also do need to create some form of way to drive around here, which I'm thinking raised platforms that dart down every now and then, or that just go just along it, and then I can just walk in between each one if I really need to. I'll take that into consideration once I start building the lines. And I'm thinking for the lines of ore, I'm thinking deleting rows, and then going down at a really low, like a V angle, so that way the lines come underneath. It'll look really, really cool. It'll also mean that I can have like walkways along it, and yeah, I won't be hindered walking along with tons and tons of walkways, and it won't be, as they say, loads of spaghetti. It'll be a lot neater. I could also cover it up if I really wanted it to. It'll look really, really nice, or just really clean. But we'll get to that soon. Alright, so I'm going to start building the Caterium on. We'll get to that. Caterium quick wire is on. Okay, that's the next one done. I pulled this really, really tightly on this side, so it's a little bit smaller. But yeah, get to that point of switching this on soon. Yeah, we'll get to that soon. I might actually start doing some line work underneath here. I think next. I think that'll be the next big thing. Or I might leave that until I've got all these things, because I will need to know how many lines I need, how much space I have in between them all. Yeah, I think I'll leave that to last actually now. Yeah, alright, next thing we need to bring online. Let's have a look what these make. Alright, so, got plates, got rods, got wire, got cable. Don't need to worry about biomass. Got concrete, got screws, got quick wire. We can do steel beams and steel pipes, but I'll leave steel stuff to over there a little bit, just so I can bring in coal and it doesn't get all mixed up around everything else. So okay, I think the next thing we're going to have to bring in will be the things that take up 2-in-1, which would be things from the assembler. Alright, so let's put in an assembler quickly. So I'm going to move this to about, because this needs a little bit of room to work with, so I'll bring the first one all together with you guys. We'll put about there. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, what are we going to make? Let's see. We've already got reinforced iron plates all the way down there. So next, I think we've also got rotors down there. We should definitely be making... Alright. Ooh, we have an alternate. Ooh, what's that one? 10 and 24. 4 and 24. That takes 24 seconds. That takes 12 seconds. Which one am I doing down there? Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Because this one down here might be able to make it run even better. Let's go take a look. Okay, guys. So I've had a look at the recipe. I completely forgot I had the other alternate recipe here when we were looking at it earlier. This alternate recipe, so we've got the standard one. Here's reinforced iron plates. Make 5 per minute, requiring 20 per minute iron plates and 120 per minute screws, which I have no worries down here. I had that running at 10 iron plates per minute. That's another 10, and this one was making just under, which I actually, no, I think I sorted that out. But if I come over here and check alternate, we can make up to 7.5. So that's quite a considerable amount more, but does require a lot more in here. But it requires a lot less screws, so much less screws. So that means I don't have to overclock this one. I don't have to. So yeah, I'm going to sort that out. And just retinker this. Give me 2 minutes. And I'll retinker all this so it's all working correctly. Okay guys, so I've sorted this out. So this is going to make 7.5 per minute, requiring 25 iron plates, 60 screws. So screws, putting out 60.3, so more than enough screws. Just over, so it won't want for them and it's not going to be under. And I'm clocking that at 67. Then I'm going to have this making 10. So I've just basically left this one alone. I've kept this at 67%, left alone just over 10. And that's fine. And then we need 15. There's my 15 running at 100%. And then I have added together all of the needs for iron ingots, which totals 60. Which this was already outputting. So there's 60. Okay, so that should be more than enough. All the 3 of these should be fine. So it'll pretty much do an overflow. That one will probably stack up first and then it'll just overflow back into these ones. And then, yeah, they'll go on normally after that. That should be fine. Okay, so we got to go back to our assembler up here. Okay guys, alright, so back at the assembler. So let's see, what are we going to make next? Don't want to do fabric, that requires things that I have to go out in the world and find. I think we can do modular frames. We haven't started that yet. All the rest require some other stuff that we have to start bringing in. So yeah, we'll start with modular frames. So modular frames requires reinforced iron plates. Oh, freaking hell. Okay, reinforced iron plates and iron rods. This is going to be a little bit annoying. This is going to be quite a long one because we're going to have to bring in reinforced iron plates in their own line as well as iron rods and be making them. So this was the whole idea, was everything has been made from scratch flowing into this thing. So yeah, okay. So we'll start with iron rods. That's going to be the simplest one. So iron rods, we need 24 iron rods per minute. So I'm going to build out the iron rods and I'll show you when it's done. Okay guys, so I think I've got it. Alright, let's start from the top. Okay, 4 per minute requires 12 reinforced iron plates and 24 iron rods. So here we have this one at 160 will produce 24 iron rods when I turn it on. Don't worry, I've already checked it. And this will be producing 12 reinforced iron plates per minute. Now this requires 40 iron plates and 96 screws. There's our 96 screws. 20.1, so that 134. Set at 134, that'll be 21. Or 20.1. So this will now require 16 ingots. Plus 40. Plus 30. Plus 24. That'll be 24. Because it's 1 to 1. So 24. So that equals 110? 110. So here we will have, this will be outputting, I don't need that. Take that out. This will be outputting, do we 40 per minute? 40 per minute. And it'll be enough for this. That's 16. Down there's 24, 40. And this one will be doing my 70 per minute. 70 per minute. Shouldn't that be 20 each? 20 at 40. Oh, I see what I did. I looked at the number 30 and did... Oh, bloody hell. Okay. I'm going to have to rejigger this. Okay. Okay. So, I think I've got it now. I reconfigured this all up. That'll still do what it was. That hasn't changed. So now this will be when it gets to the 20 per minute. That is going to require 40. That's outputting 40. Oops. That's going to be at 134%. I've hit that at 134%, so it's ready to go. And they've each got their own thing. And then this will split off and do what it needs to. This will fill first, and then provide enough for that one afterwards. Okay. I'm just going to go wall this off. This is going to look very interesting. I'm going to have to come out a little bit further in this one. But yeah, I'll make it work. Okay, guys. Everything has been reconfigured. I have walled it up. Got the belts going. And I have got the wiring going. This one was a little bit more than my last. I had to just account for the extra machines. And these only having 4 slots. I could use the bigger poles if I really wanted to, but that would also require me going to get other items, and I just really can't be bothered. Okay, so we're going to have to go and work on the next one. Okay. So, I've been putting off the steel production ones until after I've gotten all the other ones all sorted that don't require steel. But now it's time starting steel, which these are going to get quite long because there's so much more to them and there's so many bigger things that are going to have to be made. These are like the lowest of the low of them, and they're just spirals out of control from there. So we're going to start with some steel beams. That's going to be the first thing. Okay, let's get started. I will start mapping this out, and then I'll show you guys what I've done with that one. Okay guys, alright, this one's all done up. So I'll show you what we've got. Very simple for this one again. 100% efficiency, 10 per minute steel beams. Requires 30 steel ingots. 30 steel ingots, requires 45 and 45 iron and coal. So yeah, we can easily set that up later. Yeah, so I've already gone ahead and got the wiring ready to go, and the walls all done. Foundries require 2 inputs. I'll set that up later. Alright, next we're gonna have to set up steel pipes. So let's start with that. Oh, that's about here. Yeah, it's in the middle, that's fine. Alright, steel pipes. We're going to need 15 per minute, which means one foundry can easily push this up, and we'll be doing that at half capacity for the foundry. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up. And you can see the next one. Okay, that's all done, walled up, wired up, and belted. So I've set this at 50%, so we're making 15 per minute, which will push 15 per minute of steel pipes. Okay, so that concludes all the single and doubles requirements. Next, we're going to have to start on... let's have a look. Sorry, we'll try assembler. I don't think there's anything else we need to worry about for assemblers. And of course, I don't have the stuff for it. I will go get the stuff and then we'll sort out the next thing. Okay guys, I've gone and got enough, so we can build the assembler now. Bam. Okay. So, let's see what we got. Let's build... Ooh, stators would be good. And then we can start making motors as well after that. Also encased industrial beams. I'm going to start with stators. We'll do stators now. So, let's see what we need. Okay, so we need 18 steel pipes per minute and 60 wire per minute to make 6 at 100%. Okay, so we'll start with steel pipe production because that's going to be one of the biggest sides of it. So, well, maybe not even, it's probably going to be about the same both sides. Alright, we'll start with steel pipes. So steel pipes at 18 per minute. How much does a standard one put out? This puts out 15 per minute, so we're going to need to chuck in a slug. Okay. So, let's start with some steel pipes. And we'll get that going. And... put that there. Some steel pipes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this, and then I'll show you guys in a minute. Okay. This one was a little bit different, so I'll show you what I've done now. Okay, so 6 per minute, 100% requires 18 steel pipes and 60 wire. So we've got 60 wire at 134%. That's requiring probably just over 20 ingots per minute. Oh, okay. Then we have 20.1 ingots per minute. I will adjust this as power turns on and this tells me what exactly it needs. But yeah, we'll get there later. That's nothing, that's easy to sort out. Then we have the steel pipes. That's making 18 per minute at 120%. This will be outputting 18 per minute. Steel ingots at 60%. And that's got it. So, I'm now going to wall this off, sort it all out, and start the next bit. See you. Okay, all been walled off, all been sorted, and wired up. I also thought of something, discovered something. When this one here goes online, 60.3 per minute. This requires only 60. So this is technically overproducing. However, since we're putting it on a Mark 1 belt at 60 per minute, this will back up by 0.3 per minute. So this will still get 100% of what it needs, no matter what. So me overproducing here does not matter. It will back up a little bit, but nothing it's going to be negligible. It's not going to matter. So yeah. Alright, next. Let's see what we're going to make next. I think we might do encased industrial beams. This should be pretty straightforward. So I'll set up the next one, and we'll go from there. Alright, here we go. All walled up, all good to go, and all wired. I'll show you what will be done. So, for 100%, 16 steel beams, 20 concrete. Outputting 16 steel beams at 160%. You'll see it's needing 48 steel ingots. For our foundry here, it's requiring 72 per minute of each of those, putting out 48 at 160%, which meant that we had to upgrade these two belts, so they're more than 60. Then we come round to concrete, which was very simple. At 134%, we're outputting just over 20. And that's still using a Mark 1 belt, so that's fine. Okay, that one is all done. Alright, what should we do next? Let's have a look. Let's chuck down an assembler and have a look what we got going on. Alright, we got reinforced iron plates, we got rotors, modular frames, and K... No, we don't have those. Okay, looks like we found what we're doing next. Encased... Did I not do that? Did I not do that? That was the one I just did, wasn't it? It certainly was. Okay. We'll do... We got stators going. We're going to need motors. Motors is a big one because it requires rotors and stators. Now, that means that we're going to have an assembler, 2 assemblers going into one assembler, and each of those is going to have its own necessary things needing to be made. So this one is going to be truly massive. So I might do this from the very top end, so I've got plenty of room to run with. I'll go up there and I'll start mapping it out. We'll see where we land. Okay, so this is going to be a long one. It really is. Alright, let's take a look. So 10 each, rotors and stators to make motors. Alright, let's see what we got. That's going to output 6 per minute, which means I'm definitely going to have to hop that in there. And that is also outputting 6 per minute, which means we're going to have to overclock everything further back down the line. Alright, I'm going to go start putting this all together, doing some math, and once it's all done, I'll show you how it went. Okay guys, this is what I have come up with, all to get that at 100%. So I'll show you, and then I'll go wall it off and we'll start the next one. Alright, what was I making? Motors at 100% to make 5 per minute. That's so crap, but hey, all in the name of 100%. So we require 10 per minute of each. Run down the line. So, this will be making 10 per minute when it gets turned on at 167%. This requires a lot of shit. So, it's going to need 30 rods per minute. I've already done the math. I've had to reconfigure all this and turn things on and turn things off. That's why it's not displaying it right now, but it'll do it when I turn it on. So yeah, they'll need 30 rods per minute. And it's going to need 220 screws per minute, which requires a Mark III belt to feed this efficiently. Then I have set up smelters for that to feed all those up. Then we've got 30 steel pipe and 100 wire. So we have at 200%, 30 steel pipes and 100 wire at 223%. So then I've got the smelters hitting up those at 112 and a foundry at 100% making just enough. I might add like a percentage of 2 just to compensate for the point something there. But I'll do that when it starts up. That's easy enough done. Alright, gonna wall this off with a whole lot of belt feeding holes, and I'll do that in a minute. I'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, we're all walled up, everything's wired up. You have to have quite the network of wires in this one to get it to go. Do a bit of spider webbing just to get this to all work out, and leave one here so that I can bring a wire in, so this should work. Okay. Oh boy. That is motors done. Okay, next one. I do not even know what we're going to do. You could definitely do circuit boards, but that requires doing oil to get plastic online. But I guess we could do that. Next. Actually, I might do that next episode. It's gonna take a while to get that sorted. Yeah, it's a big one. All these ones are just very, very long. Black powder we could definitely get online. We'll do these 3 on the next episode. But yeah, alright. Next episode, that's what we're doing. Setting up the next couple. So it'll probably get black powder, and then we'll bring on some plastic and stuff like that. So actually it might start the plastic production and all that down there. And then we can do chips and computers and all sorts of other lovely awesome things. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been great. We've got a lot of work here done. Yeah, just so many done. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching guys. Have a good one.